Just leave out a pearl, like and subscribe. We got another live happening. If you're here, you're here. All right, cool. So, got a lot happening today. Well, this week. This week we got 2 orders we got to complete. There's 1 order we need to confirm and complete. That's 3 orders, and then there's another one in the works. And then that should be it. So, in case you want to know, hey, you showed some of the shop video, but you didn't show all of it. Like, what is going on? Like, you got more? So I do. I have more videos to show you with the shop build. But I had to take a pause, and part of the reason why I paused is because I don't know why. Ever since people heard like I'm building, like orders just started coming in, so I just missed the pothole. Yay! But yeah, ever since the whole shop build situation, like things have been a little bit. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. There we go. So, yeah, so things have been a little bit busy, you know. So it is what it is. Again, if you're here, like and subscribe. So we're doing another drive and talk. All right. So yeah. But the main focus of this drive and talk is about some things I got going on. Yeah, so build. The shop is semi-complete. The inside still needs to be painted. For now, I just threw whatever on the walls. What was that? Yeah, like I said, I just threw whatever on the walls. But we're hoping that things go well enough that, you know, we're able to finish. When I say things go well enough, I mean like, you know, orders come in, I'm able to fulfill those orders, and then from there, it's like get myself prepped and ready. Oh, a little bit of an update. I had to get rid of my Epson 1400. For some reason, I don't know why, but like it's acting up, and in case you don't know, I got a stick shift. I like stick shift because I'm ambidextric. I use all my members, like hands, legs. So I like doing different things at the same time. Yeah. So yes. So the Epson 1400, it was a good like DTF. It got a lot of jobs done. It was able to pay out for itself. But the issue we had was the 2 blinking lights were on, and no matter how much I would turn off the printer, turn it back on, the light still kept on coming on, and then the cartridge itself was stuck in one position, did not want to move. And you know, there's this thing about means if they're giving you one. Plan on getting another Epson 1400. I don't know, maybe not. But what I am trying to do is like any orders I have with like faces, whatever, I think I might just do out, and I may have to charge more because, you know, it's a little bit more, but no, excuse me. So who's this? Who's here? We got Scooby Doo. Oh, what is good? I'm so happy for you, Levi. Oh, I appreciate it, man. Ma'am. Long time no here, but it's good to, see you again. Well, read your text and, things are going great right now. Back home, got the whole counseling thing going, the whole marriage thing, and, we good. So, since I still have my property, I was able to build a shop. So, in case you have been tuned in, and things have been looking up, So, I built the shop. I took my stuff from the basement, and now we're in the shop. But since you're here, there's this thing I want to do. Like, everybody, give me a thumbs up if you think it's okay, a thumbs down if you think it's not okay on the chat. So in my area, currently right now, there's a lot of land lots. And these land lots, because they don't have any property on them whatsoever, they are very, very affordable, right? The issue is it's slightly above my budget, but I would love to get a land lot because I already know the basis of building a shop. Oh, by the way, I learned this when I was back in high school and I was in workshop. So there's little things I learned, and also to refresh myself, I went back on YouTube, and YouTube was able to help me get all the information that I missed. I was able to get it, you know what I'm saying? So the shop is good. Louisville is nice and sturdy. We got so the foundation is done, but I had it on blocks that had cemented. So it's blocks that's like about I think like at least 2 inches down the earth, 2 to 3 inches down the earth. On the bottom of that block is just straight cement. That's about another 2 to 3 inches down, right? And underneath that cement is gravel. That's at least an inch or 2 down, right? So all that mixed together, and I put the block while the cement was not hard. It was super soft, the beginning of it. So everything is nicely cemented to give like a nice firm foundation. So let's see, 2, that's like at least 8. So it's like 8 inches down each block as far as everything, right? Because it combines. But yeah. Also, I'm trying to do stakes, like wooden stakes, and I'm gonna cement them also, put them deep down in the ground, screw it onto the structure. If anything comes out and wants to take the structure away, I want to make sure it's as firm as possible that it would deter it from being able to fly away. Anyways, back to what we're talking about. Yeah, so there's like a lot of land lots in my area, and there was one that was even for like 50K. And just having, it was the size of like a regular house. I'd say maybe the whole footage is like about little less than 2,000 square foot. But it's still enough that I can build at least 2 to 3 shops, right? Hold on, I got this weird flight I got here. Anyways, yeah. So the next thing for the channel is to get a land lot, man. Like, I really want to get a land lot because I already know the basics of building a structure, and I've built a structure. So I want more of a challenge. I want to build an even bigger one, Let's see, I'm thinking like at least a 24-inch wide by at least a, I don't know, 16-inch, no, yeah, 16-inch long. No, well, 16 by 24, 24 by 16. Either way, that's what I want to be able to build a structure. So now, shop outside of my house, right? Now, once I have the shop outside of my house, the next step is to get a shop next to it that has nothing to do with me at all, but just for rental, right? So like, I want like at least 3 shops, one for me, and the other 2 is for whoever comes in and wants like an office space, or who has like a boutique or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously it's gonna be permitted, but I want to do that because, you know, oh, I want to do that because like I feel like it's beneficial for Levi Apparel to have other companies under it that's giving me profit. And then the other thing is, I can even do shirts for those companies if they want at a discount, and they'll be like a constant customer coming in, because if they have merch and I'm a custom design merch, right, I can make stuff for them, and if they want, they can come over and be like, hey, listen, do you have this color, do you have that color, can you screen print this, can you screen print that? And speaking of screen print, we're about to go into something soon, because I got something I want to talk about as far as screen print. But yeah, so that's Levi Apparel moving forward. The next step is to get a land lot. From the land lot, just create multiple stores. I'm gonna take one because I want to be able to have like employees hired where they can just go, yeah, they can just go sit down and like, you know, do the shirt stuff. And I'm gonna keep my shop where it is. I was thinking about just uplifting it and bringing it to a location, because I made my shop in a way where like, if for any reason I need to, I can pick it up and bring it to wherever I need to bring it to. You know what I'm saying? So land lot, land lot, land lot. That's what we're trying to go for, and hopefully it works out. I would love for it to work out, because I would love to get like a land lot, and that would like really be the next step of Levi Apparel, just having real estate and owning property and renting out property. It's like a 3-in-1: owning real estate, land lot, building property, and leasing these properties out. Now, when you're leasing business property out, it's different than rental. You have to do at least a 3. It depends what kind of company it is, but I know if it's a regular brick and mortar, right, where you have standard like bathroom and office, a shop up front. If it's something like that, you know, and depending on the space, you're gonna have to do a lease, and that's what I'm trying to go for. You know what I'm saying? I want to have the land lot, I want to build a shop, and then I want to lease it out, you know, to other companies who want to do their own thing. And like I said, it'd be beneficial for me all around. So it'd be even a 4th step. After they have the properties leased, after the properties are leased, I'm hoping to lease to people who have boutiques, offices, like a real estate office or something. Yeah, I would love to have a real estate office and a somebody who has like a boutique, a brand or something like that, where they have a clothing brand. So now I can supply to the real estate agent posters, right? Because every real estate agent needs a poster, right? Every real estate agent needs billboard stuff done, whether it be the lawn billboard or whatever. I have the capabilities to do all these things, right? And then if they want any merch, I got them. You know what I'm saying? As far as like polos, because companies like that usually like to wear polos, button-up shirts and stuff like that, right? So I have the capability to do the whole embroidery, and that's another thing coming up too. So yeah, so I have all that capability to set them up. Now after that comes like the brand guy. So the brand guy or girl or gal, the way I'm trying to set it up with them is this, right? They come in, and if they have merch already, that's fine. I don't have to do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? But if you want something quick and easy, and you want, to try me out and see what I can do, I want that ability and that capability. Hold on one second. I got this weird fly here. How does that happen? That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. But anyways, yeah. So the whole goal again is basically being able to have multiple means of business. And when it comes to real estate depreciates, and you get your money back on taxes, and then all this stuff, man. It's like another avenue I want to go to, right? Now here's the thing, right? Whenever you get into a business, you want to think at least 5 to 10 years ahead, even 15 years ahead, right? Regardless what happens to you or not, you want to make sure the business is self-sufficient, and anybody can come in, take over, and continue your goal, right? So currently, right now, I'm young enough. I have a long life, according to Israel. But if I'm able to stay, hold on, let's see what's going on in the chat. Live chat, let's see. Yeah. So far, I changed my diet. Also, that's man. I have something to talk about. I guess that's why I said it more. All right. So having the land lot, the property, being able to get leases leased out, it's gonna be big. From there I can even start my own. Oh, what the hell? Damn. Yo, this fly is bugging, bro. Yo, I've never seen anything like this. This dude had like some weird color. Got some entertainment. Hopefully it's out. If not, oh well. But yeah. So what was I talking about? Yeah. So like I said, the main focus is just making sure this company continues on. We're trying to get beyond YouTube. I know even though I started with YouTube, I started way before that, and the whole focus was just like getting merch and selling merch. I started out originally with another company I had, and I changed the name and started over, and I took the information I had from that. But the previous one, what I do is took all the knowledge I had from and put it into this one. But here's the thing, I've had enough time with this one that I can now start another one, which I have, right? So I got another one called Software. I got the website. Well, the website's coming, but I have a YouTube channel for it. It's got followers. Thank you guys for appreciating it. Yeah. So thank you guys again for following. I appreciate it. And so continue support. IG is on, all that stuff, right? But yeah, so the main, so like that's what I want as far as like landlocked, you know what I mean? Like I really want to grow this company where it's self-sufficient. I don't really have to do anything to it. It just generates its own profit. And here's the thing, I'm an entrepreneur. I don't consider myself a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur. I will have multiple businesses. I will have multiple ways to do things. And the whole goal is so, eventually I can have enough profit from these businesses where, I'm living comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I don't plan on retiring because I want my pension. I put in like almost 18 years now, hitting about 20. I'm only like 38. So, I don't think it's fair that, I put in all this time, and I'm not getting anything out of it except for like maybe 30-20%. When if I was to put in 20 years and I hit 60, I'd get 80%. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get as much as I can. But in the meantime, we grinding, because nowadays you retire at 60, man, that's like being 45. You know what I'm saying? I know people at my job who's hitting high numbers beyond 60, and it's just chilling. You ask them why don't they retire, and they say, feel like it. What's the point? You're just gonna sit home and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so some people just love their career. You go to so long for something and you've done it passionately, chances are you're not gonna want to leave it. That's just how it is. But yeah, so that's the whole goal one day, to just have land lots after land lots, and then just build some more land lots and then build. You know what I mean? I want to follow the McDonald's platform. You know what I'm saying? Just buy land after land and then lease it out. And who knows? Maybe I might buy enough land one day. This is future. You know what I'm saying? If I was making like that 100K, like most people, even most YouTubers are making, like, there's so many things I could do. Like, I wouldn't even invest my money in like stocks or whatever. I just invest in land lots and property builds. You know what I'm saying? It only takes like between 10 to 20K for somebody to build your foundation. It's not that much, right? I mean, it is much, but when you're looking at the future implication of like what you can do with a foundation fully built, like, if my shop was as big enough that a foundation could be built on it, woo-wee. And when I say foundation, I mean like when they dig in the ground and they cement all of it to create like a basement. Like, man, the things that I could do with that, because laying down walls, I mean, it's easy for me because I've been doing it. Like, I've done it before. It's not something that's extremely hard. It's just making sure you have proper measurements, this and that, and that's the tedious part is what's hard about it. But you putting up 2x4s together, you just screw them together, and then that's it. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. But yeah, so if I could just get land and just build stores after stores, and just that little mini joint, you know what I mean? That little spot where somebody can come in and just do their YouTube, and then just, you know what I mean? Like, can you imagine if I had enough, that 50K land, keep the goal. Oh, okay, so Scooby-Doo says, keep the goal, but do not put the cart before the horse. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm at a red light, so I'm good. Yeah, so that's basically the goal, and I'm hoping that I'm able to get enough money and funds that I'm able to, do this thing. you know. And here's the thing about business, right? I haven't paid myself per se. Um, what I do is like the money I would get from whatever orders I would do, I do put it aside. But then what I do is I take it and I invest in either equipment or future goals. Whenever you own your company, like if my company becomes big enough, I don't plan on taking any money out of it. Wait, what? That's not what we're taught. We're taught to pay ourselves first and then, you know, make sure the business is running, everything is paid for, right? There's another way that a lot of super rich people avoid, and this is not financial advice, it's just me and my plan on what I plan on doing. So my goal, and the reason why I'm pushing Levi Apparel to grow so much is because of this. I would love to put my to make Levi Apparel at least at a point where I'm getting paid with stocks and dividends. You know what I'm saying? I mean, being able to do stuff like that is a little bit out of reach for me currently, and it's not something that, you know, I could probably achieve, but who knows? You know what I mean? To God be the will and the glory. He's the only one that, you know, puts forth the future because he controls time. So if you can think it, guess what? You can do it, right? I'm gonna do this thing when I link all the shop videos together, and I'm gonna put video 1, 2, 3, whatever, and I'm just gonna put the title what it is so you can keep up. But what I realized is by being able to build this shop, it pushed me to another level of thinking, where now I'm like, yo, if I can do this, then I can do that. If I can do that, then I can do this. You know? Now I don't ask myself, how am I gonna do this? I don't ask myself, can I do this? I say, how am I going to do this? Because there's always a way to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when you're trying to unscrew a drawer, right? You know, of whatever, whether it's tomato paste or it's like jam, right? Jelly, whatever. What ends up happening is, but there's always another way to solve. People usually look at problems in one direction when there's, if you want to open up a drawer, you get yourself a nice hot cloth, put it on top of it, right? Make it nice and wet and hot, put it on top. What that does is it loosens the metal a little bit, and then you can just open it. There's always a way to do things, you know what I'm saying? Or there's something called a gripper, one of those little plastic mats where if you grip on something, it holds onto it tight, and you can just unscrew it, you know? Yeah, there's just too many ways to do things, and we keep thinking of only one way. So, like I said, the goal is eventually own property, real estate, and leasing, and also getting a profit off of that. You know what I'm saying? As them being continual customers. You know? So that's the whole goal for the future for Levi Apparel. I'm looking into some of these properties right now that's in my area, landlocked. But to tell you the truth, what I'm realizing is, if you build it, they will come. So even if it's a piece of land that's like on the side of a highway, if I have access to it, build on it, that shouldn't be a problem. You know, there's people that travel far and just get to one store because of their reputation. So who knows? Maybe I might have one of those lease customers that's like that, or maybe I might be like that. Who knows? But regardless, I don't want to, because I've already been Okay, cool. Yeah, because I've already leased a for like I've had my own office space where like I do my thing, and you guys were along for the ride. It was cool. It was I think it was like a 13 by 9 or something like that. It was almost as big as my shop. Um, yeah, so that was fun. But the issue I found out with that was this. Um, Did you rate anything? Oh, the same thing. Yeah, so the issue I have with that is a lot of times when you're leasing to companies that have, man, look at me saying leasing to company. Well, I want somebody to lease for me. But anyway, that's what it is. That's how I feel about it. Maybe somebody else doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Some people like leasing. They don't have to worry about anything. If there's an issue, you know what I mean? Like water's not working, they hit up the guy like, hey, listen, my water's not working. If the toilet's not working, hey, my toilet's not working. If any issues they have, they just give it to the person handles it. Look, I own a property where I had to change the toilet, the whole thing. Just remove the whole thing, put in a brand new thing, do the whole process, right? So I know a little bit about toilets and how to fix them. Anything where I don't need to have a license to do, I can do it, all right? I know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I don't mess with is electricals. Because electricals can start off a fire, and last thing you want is to do it wrong and start a fire. Just hire professionals to do professional stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so a lot of these things I can do myself. So I don't have a problem, with my toilet, or I have issues with plumbing or whatever. Just hit up the plumber. If I can handle it myself, I see what the plumber's doing, and if I can do it myself and I don't need like a special license, I'll do it. But that's just how I am. Some people are not like that at all. They want things done for them. Like, yo, I just want to be in the property, and I want to be taken care of. I don't want to have to worry about anything but my business. That's it. I want to come in. If it snows, my driveway is plowed, so my customers can show up. If it rains a lot, I want my roof to be good, so it doesn't start raining on my merch or whatever product I have or my electronics. You know what I'm saying? If I don't know, if I come in, I want the lights on because I'm paying the light bill, and I don't want to have any electrical issues because I'm not fixing nothing. That's just how some people are. You know what I'm saying? They want things done for them so they can just come in, focus on their business, and that's it. And if you're like that, hey, I like you. I like you a lot, because guess what? I'm the guy that's going to be doing those things for you. But in the meanwhile, you're going to pay me. That's a future thought that I'm trying to project. You know what I'm saying? What do most women say? Most women out there, I want to, the ones that say they want to manifest their man or whatever. I want to manifest this goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to manifest this goal for it to happen in Jesus' name so it can be possible. You know what I'm saying? And if you have issues with religion, this channel, by the way, Levi the Girl is a religious name. The word Levi means join unto God, right? Or join unto. ITE means people of. So Levi Apparel means basically join unto God, the people, and then apparel is just clothing. You know what I'm saying? That's me saying it in a summary and a rough sketch. But that's what it is. It's a religious name. So if I talk religion here, don't be hating because you decide to be on the channel, right? But yeah, so that's basically where I want to take it, where I want to take Levi Apparel to go. I hope we go even further than that, where, hey, one day maybe I might be able to own a building, right? Whenever you own a business and you're an entrepreneur, never call yourself a business person. You are an entrepreneur, because when you have merch, when you have products, when you have this and that, chances are you're not going to be selling one merch. Chances are you're not going to be selling one product. You're going to be selling multiple products. You're going to have to market. You're going to have to um, you're going to have to network. I think that's what you call it, network marketing. You're going to have to do a lot of things out of your comfort zone that you're not going to be comfortable with. And guess what? That's what entrepreneurs do. You know what I'm saying? Because people think business, being a businesswoman, businessman, is just you just sit there and you sell a product. Nope, you need to do a lot more. Every businessman and woman is an entrepreneur. All right? But yeah, so we have to push forward certain thoughts, certain things that we want for the channel to have and to grow with, so we can make sure we aspire to be greater than where we are right now. You know what I'm saying? You never want to be stagnant, because a business that's stagnant is a business that doesn't grow. And a business that doesn't grow is a business that's doomed to failure eventually. So yeah, let's get it together, and hopefully, you know, one day we got a building, not just a shop, but an actual building where there can be multiple offices, and eventually, who knows, maybe who knows, maybe I may be able to go even further and get buildings out of state, where you never know. The wonderful that's a name drop. If he's here, my bad. Ain't no production, maybe or anything. Oh. Now I was playing. He probably can have his own spot. You know, maybe he's gonna be even further than me. I'm hoping, I'm praying, and I'm praying all these guys I've been watching, for our YouTube content creators, they go even further where they at right now. You know what I'm saying? Because these are people who are definitely studying their craft, improving themselves, and constantly doing things to go beyond their means. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that's here, I pray and hope you grow. You know, if you're not into business and you just like watching and you just like the merch, hey, go into my website, check out Levi Apparel. Know what I mean? Woo-wee. Yeah, it's raining, so cars are like prematurely pressing their brakes. Quick thing, if it's raining and you know she's about to come to a puddle, don't press your brakes. Just release it, let it come to a stop to itself, and then ease on your brake, let go, ease, and then press it. Because if you suddenly press your brake, your brakes are gonna lock and you're gonna hydroplane and move forward without any control. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna be doing big things pretty soon, man, and women. The focus is basically growth. We're gonna grow. So I did mention in the beginning of the video, it did say shop build. So the shop is built. There's some cosmetics I gotta do on it. Now, I was waiting until I was done with everything, painting the walls, all that stuff, and then moving in. But in case you didn't know, on my previous videos, before I even started building, I mentioned, and I think I even showed my son's room. So he's 15, and currently we have a 3-bedroom, and I have lots of kids. So the girls are in one room, the teenage girls in another room, right? And obviously me and the wife is in one room. Now, he has his own room in the basement. It's got heat and everything in there. But the issue is, when I left the house, right, I was pushed out. But anyways, the wife had used it for storage, because at the time my son still had his room and my eldest daughter was sharing it with the toddlers. The toddlers, they were like going, they were at that stage where they, you know, exploring. So they would go to her dresser drawer and just remove clothes, throwing on the floor. She started getting annoyed, this and that, and then we were like, you know what, we need to make sure we have your own space. Yeah, so we were like, we need you to have your own space. So what we ended up doing was we took our son out of his room. We gave our eldest daughter the room, right? She's 12. And there you go, buddy. Yeah, so we gave our eldest daughter the room and put all his stuff in his soon-to-be room. Come on, bro. Yay! I'm free. Yeah, so that's what happened. So now my eldest daughter had his room, and now he has a room where he puts all his stuff in and everything. It's huge. It's huge, man. This thing is huge. Because it's half of the basement. When we got the place, it was already finished and everything. It had floors, all that stuff, carpet, everything. Raised up, drywall, everything. I didn't have to do nothing. But the issue with it, I should have taken that as my shop. Ugh. But anyways, we have plans for it in the future. So, oh, damn, that would have been nice, man. Oh, I wouldn't have to build nothing. Oh, but hey, it's worth the process right now. I was able to build my own shop, and now I know I can go to a land lot and do the same thing. But yeah, so now his stuff is in the room, and as far as him sleeping there, he can't sleep there because even though there's like at least, I think the space is like putting two 8 foot by 10 8 by 10s together. So the whole place is like, I think it's what, 16. Yeah, the whole place, that wasn't me. That was the car that was cutting between my lane and another lane, and the guy on the other lane was a little bit mad that the car cut him. I didn't care because I seen him already with his signal making the turn, and the dude was already way back there, so he's like, I'm gonna do it. Yo, anyways, yeah, so yeah, so it's a huge space, man. My plan is I'm gonna do a video about it because all I'm gonna do is just put up a wall. I'm gonna split this thing so he can have one side at least a 9 by 10 where he has his bed, his armoire, and on the other side I'm gonna set it up for him where he has like a couch. You know what I mean? Like he's getting to be older, but his mom don't really want him watching TV like that. But who knows what may happen. I'm gonna still put the TV thing, so in case he's at that age, 17, getting ready for college, you know, finishing up high school, hopefully by 18, 19 he's done. But instead of, man, dude, yeah, instead of trying to push my car because this dude's trying to cut in front of me, and I'm not having that. Not today, buddy. Not today. It's my lane. Mine, all mine. Oops. Forgot I'm on live. All right. Yeah, so yeah, that's what's going on with him. So that's why when I did the video, I showed you his spot because I wanted to move my stuff out as quick as possible because I need this dude to have his own space. You know what I mean? Because in the meantime, he's sleeping in the living room. I'm like, dude, you need to get out of here. He's like, well, I can't get out to build my place. And I'm like, ah, damn, my fault. All right, so yeah, so now we're just pushing forward, you know what I mean? All right, let's see if anything else said on the chat. just the same thing. Okay. All right. So yeah. That's basically, yo, come on, bro. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. We got places to be. Yeah, man. So yeah, so just making sure he has his own spot and making sure he's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so the shop, that's why I moved everything a little bit premature, because I just wanted the storage things that's in his spot to be moved out to my old location for the shop. So now that's happening. I see the space is becoming bigger and bigger, as originally it was. So yeah, so um, majority of the stuff is in there. I even set up storage for myself, and then my wife came out with some storage bin stuff. I don't know what you call it. It was like these little cabinets you can stack up together, and I had just the right space for them. I put them in there, and now I can put all my like supplies and stuff in there, and for the shop for different things. So I did that, and then on top I have a 12-foot long by 3-foot wide, basically an overhang, you know. So by having that, I have even like, man, the amount of space and storage I have in there is crazy compared to my old shop, and it's like 10 foot high. What? So there's at least a good 2-foot clearance for everything to go in there, right? Say a 2.5-foot clearance, but but yeah, so like I can put stuff for storage with no problem. I still have space to walk back and forth, and then I have another channel on top of, so that's 3 channels I'm mentioning. I even have a 4th channel, Levi View, that's connected to this one right here, Levi Apparel. And on my I guess my 4th channel, it's called CFRB Israel. The whole goal of that, and thank you again for all you guys that subscribe, I appreciate it. And hey, we're gonna get to a point where we're fully monetized. I've hit the number that I want, but I'm missing like I think at least a good 100 hours, because you need 4,000 viewing hours currently and 1,000 subscribers or more, or you could do it with the 1 million what's that thing called, shorts views. So I'm gonna need to focus as much as I can on these channels, which is why it was important to have the build being done for both my brand, Acrorip, and my religious channel, because on the religious channel the whole goal is basically on the religious channel, all I need is just a desk, and that's it, just a desk, because all I'm gonna be doing is just reading the Bible, so there's a lot of stuff going for that, and I'm glad that's all set. Like I said, more now the next step is to basically just focus on seeing how I can push the channel Levi Apparel to grow more, and also finish a lot of stuff that's on the shop build. The side trim, I have not finished that. I am planning on finishing it, but I have not finished. It's raining a lot. So the next step after that is so the roof panel, I had done all the roof panel except for one side. just literally is 12-inch long. I mean, 12 feet long by 3 inch, 3 foot wide. And the reason why I didn't finish that is because I ran out of panels. I ran out of panels. But like I showed you in the video, I already had that we call it tar or something like that. It's almost like a patch kinda. But anyways, I had the roofing set up over there, so it's the temporary roofing system where it'll last, I think, a good 5 years. But that's not what I really want to be on it. You know what I'm saying? That's just a backup in case the metal roofing decides like it wants to leak. You know what I'm saying? So I can have somewhere where I can just focus on. Should I leave my car outside, let it get clean by the rain? I'm gonna put it inside. Go in the garage. Yeah, so that's basically the focus. Finishing up the shop. I got finished the inside and the outside. It's basically little tedious stuff that I gotta do. As far as like corners and crevices and stuff, like I've made sure that I did the foam action with it, where I foam every crevice that's open and exposed to the air outside. You know, so when it's winter time, I don't have to worry about the shop being too cold. As far as heat, I do have a heating system to put in there. It's electrical, and as far as electricity, like I said, I plan on doing solar power so I can get the shop set and ready. And that's basically the goal, you know what I mean? Focus on
parking ticket. Please take the parking ticket. Please enter following the guide.
second. Just gonna park real quick.